Greetings and welcome to Manage It Monday. I'm Rochelle Howell, your execution coach and strategic partner. With over 23 years of food industry experience, I help leaders organize, build, and turn their vision into a structured business. It's all in the details. Today, we're talking about something that means different things to different people. Whether you live here or there, are a man or woman, a business owner or worker, or just a regular old person, I'm sure you have some thoughts about this. Today's episode is about time and more specifically, managing it. I will share tips on how to make your life and others better because of it. Now, welcome back to Manage It Monday, your midday motivation to optimize your food safety strategies and elevate your business operations with Rochelle Howell. Now, I know we all are busy and you do your best to get everything done. But how you manage time, yours and other people's, is pretty important. You see, it's not just about squeezing more into your day, it's about being reliable and respectful for yourself and others, especially when you are in a leadership role. Now, time management isn't just having a planner or a full calendar, how you prioritize, how you protect, and how you prepare for the time you have. It's how you show up for your business, your team, your family, your community, and yourself. When you manage your time intentionally, you honor your commitments. That is something that people respect. You reduce chaos for yourself and everyone around you, and that brings different energy to the space and to your relationships. And you make space for other things like hobbies, self care, side hustles, quality time, because now you're not constantly overwhelmed. See, I'll be honest, I wasn't always organized. When I was younger, although I was a pretty on time person, everything just kind of worked itself out. And what couldn't get done, it just didn't get done. But then life hit. I grew up and I had to manage multiple priorities, including motherhood, traveling across the US, training stores, coordinating inspections, managing teams, solving food safety incidents, running my own business, staying connected to friends, making time for myself, my relationships, volunteering, and not to mention adjusting my time based on others. It was a lot. I was annoyed, stressed, and sometimes just overwhelmed. Then I finally listened to one of those time management seminars. I kept hearing it's going to keep being chaotic if I don't manage it. Time isn't going to manage itself. And if I don't control it, it will control me. And I definitely don't like to be controlled. So I decided to make a change. Once I started working in corporate food safety, traveling around the US, I started setting reminders. I needed to visit certain stores by certain times, and I wanted to make sure that I logged into the live stream to see my son's basketball games. Sometimes these reminders worked, and sometimes they were just too late for me to make changes, but it showed me how important writing things down and planning ahead were and are. The final push was when I started working for Aldi. I had a team to manage, random food safety incidents to advise on, and meetings which took so much of my time that I forgot about other things. This is when I decided to start using my work calendar for everything. I added private events so I knew when and where I needed to be. Or if I needed to make a call or visit the doctor. I had gotten so engulfed in work that I had to reschedule visits because they just crept up on me. I was flaking on important things and needed to have more balance between work and life. Now, every appointment, even catching up with my friends, goes on my calendar. Self care, calendar. Business strategy, calendar. Volunteer events, calendar. That vacation 8 months from now is on my calendar. If it's not scheduled, it doesn't exist. I check my calendar before I commit to any and everything. This was not natural at first. It was an active decision that I made over and over again until it became second nature. For example, when I would visit the doctor and they schedule the next visit, don't give me that card. I put it right on my calendar. And when I am volunteering for an event, even if I'm normally free, I immediately block my calendar. I make sure to block travel time and prep time as well, because if there's an empty space on the calendar, it is free game. I don't keep all my activities in my head, I rely on my calendar. Remember when I said I would adjust my time to others? I mean, if I had a meeting and the person was late, I wouldn't just leave. I would wait around. And when there are people in my life that I know aren't time people, I try to build in buffers when connecting with them because, as much as I love people, one of the most frustrating things for me is people not accounting for time, missed appointments, making others wait unnecessarily, saying, I am 10 minutes away when you know it's going to be an hour. You're telling people, whether you mean to or not, that their time doesn't matter, that time revolves around you and they should just wait or adjust. I mean, I know what you have going on is very important, but have you thought about the other person having important business too? I mean, emergencies happen, life happens. Absolutely, you may not be on time all the time. But chronic time mismanagement, now that's a habit. And if you want to be excellent personally or professionally, you can't operate like that. You have got to get it together. Now, here is how to be more respectful with time. Use your calendar. Your phone has one, your email will offer to add appointments automatically. Say yes. Train yourself to check it and update it daily. Set the reminders. I personally set them a day, a couple hours, and 10 minutes before the appointment. A day allows me time to reschedule if needed. A couple hours, I can notify other people, allowing them to make other plans if I'll be late or if I need to reschedule. And 10 minutes tells me it's time. The meeting has begun. Schedule everything: work, personal stuff, self care, family events, relaxation time, block it off. It also serves as a tracker so you can see how busy you are. Leave buffer time. Don't cram your schedule back to back with no breathing room. You know you need to use the restroom, account for that hour drive time, or need to decompress from a stressful interaction. Schedule that in. Protect your peace. Honor small commitments. Showing up 10 minutes late to a coffee chat is still late. Maybe they only had 10 minutes and now the meeting is canceled or they have an attitude. It's hard to move things forward when you have to argue about being late. Practice honoring every commitment, big and small. Notify people early if you're running late. Tell them as soon as you know. Do not wait until you're already past the meeting time. Give them a chance to pivot and respect their time too. They could have stopped for that coffee, took that restroom break, or made the call that they were putting off while they were waiting for you. Just keep people informed. This is how you keep the peace. Get better at guesstimating. If you know it'll take 45 minutes, don't say 15. If you live in Chicago, it takes at least 30 minutes to get anywhere. And then there's parking. Factor that into the appointment on your calendar. For example, if I'm meeting someone on location, I block an hour before and an hour after, sometimes even more. This allows time for traffic or for the other person being late. So when people ask you what time, pause, think about it, be honest, set the right expectations up front instead of scrambling later. And think about others, not just yourself. Good time management is about consideration for you, but also for others. In today's world, we can all stand to be a little bit more considerate of others, don't you think? Respecting other people's schedules builds trust and it shows leadership every single time. We all want that one person in our circle that is always on time and prepared. So practice being that person and see how it changes things around you. Now, here's your challenge for the week. I want you to practice your time awareness. Schedule everything this week: work, fun, errands, grocery shopping, everything. Set reminders 30 minutes before each commitment and practice notifying someone at least 30 minutes in advance if your plans change. Give honest, realistic arrival times, even for casual plans. And at the end of the week, look back. Where did you manage your time well? Where did you miss it? And what is one thing that you will adjust next week? Then journal about it. Remember, awareness can build habits. Habits build results. And as strict as today's message sounds, it's not about being rigid, it's about being responsible. It's about living with intention and showing up like the leader you are and aspire to be. And if you want more leadership support to help you build systems that manage your time, your team, or your business, let's talk. Visit the Paperwork Chef and check the video description for the link to grab a spot on my calendar. I hope you found this video motivating. If so, give it a like. I send you positive energy as you manage that time this week, and I will see you next Monday.